Good morning. My name is the Hero Teacher, and I'll be your IELTS speaking examiner for today's speaking test. I'd like to let you know that this session is being recorded for quality monitoring and assessment purposes. Could you please tell me your full name?
My name is Hussein Al-Karamov.
And what should I call you?
Hussein is enough.
Great. Thank you, Hussein. Now, let's start. In the first part, I'd like to ask you some questions related to you. Let's start with sports and fitness. Do you enjoy playing any sports or doing any form of physical activities?
Yes. To begin with, I would like to say that I like doing physical activities, and I used to, but nowadays, because of work schedule and heavy workloads, I couldn't spare the time for physical activities, and as a result, I lost my fitness. Also, I feel some health effects on myself because of lack of physical activities. In general, I think physical activity is most important thing in human's life because it's strictly related to health. As we,
How important do you think regular physical activity is for a person's overall health?
it's very important, I think, because physical activities helps to balance the energy we intake to our bodies, and if we eat a lot, drink a lot, and not have physical activities, those energies we intake may have some dangerous effects on our health, like increasing fat, also some the holes in our heart may clog, so it may lead to some street health issues.
Do you prefer doing individual sports or team sports?
Actually, it depends on the sport type. For example, for the bodybuilding type of sports, I would like doing it individual, but there are some physical activities and sports may require a partner, a group. For example, tennis may be played with 2 or 4 people, or the volleyball requires a group of team who play, and I should emphasize that these are the most favorite sports of mine. But unfortunately, because of lack of time, I can't spare time for them yet.
Let's talk about books and reading. How often do you read?
That's also make me sad to hear this question, as I used to read a lot before my workload was heavy, and I was reading every day on the way to the work in the train. I bought myself a Kindle, which I can carry lots of electronic books inside, and I can read whenever I want, whenever I am free. So the most free time is when I am on the way to work and to home. I used to read, but nowadays, as I get tired, I don't have willingness to read.
Do you think reading habits have changed because of the internet and smartphones?
Yes, exactly. I strongly agree with this idea that reading habits has changed, as before emerging technologies hurried our life. People were reading from physical books, and but nowadays, as technology improved, the books became tiny on little device like Kindle, so we can read from our phones, laptops, ebook readers, and etc. Also, it changed in a way that when it was physical book, we may need to take lots of books. It may be heavy for us, but nowadays you can have many books. You can have as many books you want in your device.
Is there a book you've read that you found particularly memorable or meaningful?
Yes. The most helpful and meaningful book I have read was Atomic Habits. Because I have planning and focus issues. And when I was working in a startup, it was my first workplace. My previous manager offered me this book, and I started reading Atomic Habits, and it helped me a lot to manage my focus, to prioritize my tasks in order to achieve my target and goals. The book helped me to get rid of bad habits, which was wasting my focus and time. And in terms of that, I will say this book was meaningful and helpful.
Thank you. Let's move on to part 2.
Let's move.
In this part, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Before you speak, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Great. Here is your topic. I'd like you to describe a piece of technology that has significantly changed the way you live or work. Here is the question paper. Here is a pen.
Thank you.
And your preparation time begins now. All right, that's 1 minute. Please begin talking now.
Okay. The technology I want to describe is AI and chat and AI technologies that we are using nowadays. What I want to start is I start using it when it was a COVID period, as all of us was at home. We were not able to go to work, and when I was surfing on internet, I heard about it, ChatGPT, and I started using it. At that time, it was not that powerful as today's, but it was also great and different technologies that we've seen ever. We can write, we can paraphrase things that we without spending effort on it. And nowadays, if we want to compare the first time I used and nowadays, is tremendously improved, and how it changed my life. If we talk about it, it changed my life seriously in terms of spending time on tasks and how I manage my work and hustles. Previously, all of the work we did with our mind, with thinking, or manual, with our own effort. But nowadays, as AI emerged, most of the manual and routine things can be done with AI, with agents. Without our own effort, we can spend our time for other things.
All right. If you could uninvent one piece of technology in your life, what would it be? Yes.
What you mean to
remove from the history.
that would be AI itself.
Really?
Yes, because despite it has some advantage, it also has some disadvantage. In my opinion, it's my subjective opinion. In a long-term future, it will lead to destruction of humans
Mm.
in the long term, as it start having effect on people's work, as it replace some people. Most of the workplace replace people with AI and that type of technologies. So as a result, uh, it will be hard in future to earn money for living, for food, etc. Even if they implement UBI, Universal Basic Income, peoples are social creatures. We need to socialize in some way. If we don't have a job, we will not socialize, and it may lead to mental uh, declining,
Yeah.
and it also may lead to people's death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Could I have the card and the pen back, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's move on to part 3. We've been talking about technology and how it affects our lives, and I'd like to discuss some broader questions related to this. Let's think about the role of technology in society, the economy, and future more generally. To what extent do you think society has become too dependent on technology?
I strongly agree with ideas that we became too dependent on technology nowadays. As technology changed our life, our brain also adapted. For example, as I said, we are nowadays doing most of the jobs with AI and that kind of technology. And as we don't use our brain special part for doing that work, it stops improving, and in the long term we lose ability of doing that thing. When that technology is removed from our life suddenly, we may become dumb, or even people may lose their lives as we depend on it. For example, in imagine imagine some person's life depend on it, as how would say, I forgot that word.
Okay,
Medical things. In medical terms, if a person's life depend on technology, if that technology removed from life, people may lose their life as well.
How do you think artificial intelligence will change the job market in the next 20 years?
Oh, that's tough question for talking about 20 years, because for this time we haven't imagined it that way. It emerges faster than we think, so I cannot tell anything exact about 20 years, but for for from my mind I can say that the life may become life like a matrix. I mean, robots around us, we may be a slave of robots even. Also, maybe we may not live 20 years at all. I mean, robots may develop in a way that they can distract us in 10 or less than 10 years.
And how do you think AI will help us in the job market, particularly you? Do you think AI will somehow assist you to become better at what you do?
Somehow, yes, it helps, but in long term, it doesn't look like a help. It helps because it learns from keeping us as a worker for now. It still learns, but there will be a level where it will not need love from humans. Then we will be die, or we will see that negative effects. Nowadays, we also see, as we can see from news every year, big tech companies removes most of the employers and replace them with AI or that kind of technologies. And what will the people do if they lose job? How will they feed their family? It will also increase the liability of the governments, as they are liable for people's life as well. So in 20 years we may not be on life.
Okay. Thank you. That is the end of your IELTS speaking test. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.